Coming up this week on the OK Bloomer podcast.
There's a weird kiss on the lips between Nick and Blossom.
I completely missed that. Are you serious?
You didn't see that?
I didn't see that. I must have been taking notes.
But like, especially when she's like 17 and you're Nick, it was weird.
Don't know about the future. Don't.
They don't care about the future, because they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis are taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than this on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie, and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time.
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know.
It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and full disclosure, we started running the intro live as we dissolve to the studio instead of me putting it in post when I'm editing the show, and it kind of sets the stage a little bit. I like it. I like doing it that way
so.
instead of just like, all right, 3, 2, 1, you're watching the OK Bloomer. I'm like, good job, Phenom. We're building this thing.
I mean, it's a little behind the scenes there, but you know what I mean. I think it actually kind of works. We don't skip our own intro.
People
anymore.
Exactly. We have to start putting that in. Do you want to skip the intro to the
They
intro?
asked me if I want to skip the OK Bloomer intro, and
I do not.
Well done, Phenom.
I'm like
Love it.
6 thoughts behind now. Was I?
All right.
God, okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're good.
We did last week's live, and then we did the intro to this week live, if that makes sense. Because anyway, Sal, I went back and I listened to episode 1 from back way before this was on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, when it was just audio and we were just coming out of COVID lockdown, and we were so excited to watch this show that would like talk about the issues in a serious way through the eyes of a struggling teenage girl, because this was a girl whose mom left and she was by herself with her dad and her brothers, and she had no
Correct.
female role model, and I assumed that's what every episode would kind of revolve around, and it has not. But it took us 3 seasons to kind of get back there, because I feel like this episode has the same feel as episode 1, and basically nothing in between has. I feel like we're back on track. And it when I remembered that this is a season finale, it kind of made sense, but I forgot about that at first, and I was like, holy crap, we are smashing a whole bunch of things together, and it is it's working for me. And
Wow.
like that intro, everything was all over the place there. This is the OK Bloomer podcast. I'm Curtis Anderson, Sal and Accardo. We got the Phenom in the booth on the 1s and 2s. We're taking little steps here, and that's what I was going to say. People want to know how the sausage is made, Sal. We're like blowing their minds with technical behind the scene terms, like see when they're going to see the crew of like 40 Yahtzee members with ladders behind us, putting up the mics and sound checking and hanging lights. People love that. I mean, back in the day, you'd buy DVDs just so you could listen to the commentary. Maybe one day we'll release this. We'll do behind the scenes commentary.
We'll have a review of our own podcast in another 30 years.
we'll put our 5 best episodes on DVD with behind the scenes.
It would be like when they used to put those weird themes, they'd be like Valentine's Day, and they'd just pick 5 episodes of weird ones that had nothing to do with love.
Yeah.
You know who's bad for that?
Who?
Lizzie McGuire. As I continue to do the Disney review on the Mermoose Media channel with my daughter, where we've been watching one Disney VHS movie a week for 316 weeks in a row, Sal. And God bless the 12 people that watch it.
316.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's something. I started it as a way to keep my skills up, because at the time I wasn't doing anything on air. And
Right.
when I would do the music show once a month, I really felt that I was struggling to keep like sharp and keep thinking. So that was why we started doing this. We'd watch one Disney movie a week, and I would keep notes, and I'd throw it on the teleprompter, and then I'd read it, and it just kept me thinking, because you can't adjust the speed of the teleprompter on my iPhone. There's a lot of like speed reading, then it slows down for whatever reason. I can't figure out how it works, and then I have to tap dance. And anyway, I can't even remember why I started telling you that.
Again, this is some interesting inside baseball stuff
Well,
about how things are made.
It's
like,
inside baseball stuff. I don't know if it's interesting or not, but I can't remember why I
We'll
started
find
telling you
out.
that.
We'll find out.
300
Oh,
weeks
okay.
later, you're still
You
doing
said something
it.
about Lizzie McGuire.
Oh,
And-
thank
oh,
you.
okay.
Yes. Lizzie McGuire. I've come across these VHS tapes because people give me tapes, and then every once in a while, when I'm in the thrift store, if I find a tape we haven't reviewed yet, I'm like, well, I got to buy it. Lizzie McGuire is the worst for doing that. And they have VHS tapes of 4 episodes, and they're like, St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, there's no way Lizzie McGuire did 4 St. Patrick's Day episodes, but here we are, and they are a
Where
beast.
she got underage drunk, and then so did the cartoon.
Pretty much. And they're such a beast to review, because that's like, instead of one 90-minute movie where like you have time to breathe, there's 4 22-minute episodes of Lizzie McGuire where there's just stuff happening. I'm like, oh my God, type that.
I vaguely remember the Ninja Turtles doing that, because I remember I had like one tape that had like maybe 6 episodes or 4 episodes on it, and it was
Did
like
it have a theme?
it was
Pizza
like
time.
it was like, oh, the Rat King, and it was like only the first one was about the Rat King, and like,
See, but that makes sense. I'd love if you loved that certain villain. Like, oh my God, give me a
Yeah, but
9
one
episode
episode?
of Leatherface any day.
yeah.
That wacky crocodile. That guy was the best.
Oh
You ever
man,
played
I'm
Turtles
going
in
through.
Time?
Actually, yeah, me and my son are like going through that right now, like the arcade version.
There's something terrifying about when you get to fight Leatherface, because he's all funny and he like jumps like a kangaroo, like pretending to
Yeah.
fight, and then after you hit him 3 or 4 times, he drops on all 4s and starts running around. I don't know why, that freaks me out. I drop my controller every time.
Yeah, he's like crawls across the screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
That was also
Have
how
you
I
or-
found out my daughter can run real fast on her hands and feet, because we were on the trampoline after we were playing that game, and I was like, oh, let's play Turtles in Time, and we were pretending to be different characters, and then she's like, I'm
Yeah.
Leatherface, and then I was like, boop, 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 and then she started running on all 4s, and she was somehow quicker on all 4s as a kid than when she ran normally. It was creepy. It was some Exorcist stuff. I was
Cool yet
uncomfortable.
terrifying.
Uncomfortable.
Have you or Phenom played Shredder's Revenge? The like,
No.
I don't think so.
it's like a newer arcade style Ninja Turtles game with.
Yeah,
like,
I saw
the old...
that. I saw the trailer for that. I have not played it.
Oh, so much fun. Highly
Well,
recommend. Highly
this-
recommend.
This may come as a surprise to Phenom, but we are currently, as I speak, getting fitted with a like 2 joystick thing that plugs into your TV and has a whole bunch of retro games on.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Nice.
that.
yeah, surprise. So
Oh.
I'll get him to put Shredder's
Merry
Revenge
Christmas,
on.
Phenom.
Yeah, coming out in real time. Although this one's
Cool.
not live. Last
That's
week I
awesome.
could have had a live reaction. Not that, I mean, we're recording this in one take, so it feels like live right now. But the people
Right.
watching this a week later won't get to bask in that incredible moment.
Here
that
you
just
go.
happened.
Here you go, making that sausage again, Curtis. There you go.
I'm ducking out now. I've got nothing left, and I'm not mad. I'm just like realize I have nothing left to say. I've told
All right.
6 sequential unrelated stories in a row, and I'm just for once they weren't even about wrestling.
We love you for it. All right, let's get into the episode.
Hey,
here,
series
'cause
finale,
this is,
guys.
This
Get
is
excited.
the
Series.
season finale.
But now, no, season finale.
Season finale. Season.
What did
3
I say?
finale.
Series.
Season finale,
You
guys.
should be
Get
so
excited.
lucky. You got another year of
Right?
this Phenom. You're not going anywhere. Welcome to hell.
Stay put. Stay put. There's more blossom to come.
We are not removing that ankle bracelet just yet.
All right,
Ready?
go for it. Yeah.
Season 3, episode 26, Paris. Directed by Bill Bixby, written by David Rio. Sorry, not Don Rio. First,
What? David Rio.
Dave, who the f-
It's
is
another
David
Rio?
this is Don Rio's brother, David Rio. you
No,
know?
it's not. Is it?
Stop. Stop, for real?
I'm gonna double check this after, but I'm pretty sure that's who this is.
He tagged in his brother. He's like, you can't trust me writing the season finale. Which is
No, you
fair.
know, be even funnier about this whole thing if it was like Rio's mother being like, let your brother write an episode. He's got so many ideas. Just let your brother write one. Come on.
Or after
He's like,
after a disastrous season of like just some of the worst written episodes ever, people complained, and then Rio brought in a ghostwriter. And he thought of a fake name that no one would know it was really him.
yeah, I'm
We'll
gonna
call
trick
him-
them all.
We'll call him
David.
L. Simpson. No, that's too easy. Lisa S.
That's like do you remember the joke at the James Franco roast where Bill Hader came out as like the president of Hollywood? And he was like, oh, it turns out that James Franco has a brother. It's like, oh yeah, what's his name? Dave Franco?
I was thinking of my favorite joke of all time. I won't say it the full way, but it was Gilbert Gottfried. He's like, John Stamos walks into a bar, and the bartender says, John Stamos, did you know we have a drink named after you? And John Stamos goes, really? You have a drink called Closet? I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh, it's all good stuff. How long until we get Gilbert Godfrey on the show?
Because he burns himself. That's what makes the joke funny.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a
Alright.
rare punchline.
Rest in peace, Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, I thought you were
He's
gonna say
got
John
he's
Stamos.
got
I
to
was
show
like,
up on
"Geez."
Blossom.
Yes. He's dead? I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
There goes Aladdin 4. As if Iago ain't in there cracking wise, I don't want to see it.
Right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Sorry, Phenom, we cut you off.
No, I'm
If
looking
there's
at
more
David
to this.
Rio. It looks like he's mostly a musician, but he has written some things, and he is Don Rio's brother.
That's insane.
I'm telling you, it's
And
the mom.
He's got a plastic nose and a mustache with big thick glasses in the picture. Of course he's a musician. Of course he is.
Right. Right.
The Rio
David
family
Rio.
are
Wow, that's like
complicated.
yeah. I can't believe we didn't pick up on that while watching the episode, but that's amazing.
I haven't been as obsessive of the opening credits as I was 10 episodes ago, because nothing has changed for a long time, and Phenom's on top of it now, so I don't.
Right.
And they've all been written by Rio lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, this one too, but
It's just a
a
different
Rio
one.
of a different kind.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting
we
on
have,
season 4, it's going to be Sally Rio. Just the
Yeah.
whole Rio, the whole damn family is going to be writing this show.
They're
and
like the
maybe they
McPoyles.
should be.
They all just they're like the McPoyles coming out of the trailer. Like, oh, there's more. Okay, how many of you are here? Are you carrying a jar? What's going on there?
I will
Really?
say
Okay.
though, I will say, so this is David Rio.
Yes.
If David Rio is in fact a completely different person, they should give David the pen more often, because I like this episode. Spoiler before we get going.
Okay, giving away
Yeah.
our new ending segment here.
Okay.
Do we
Can
get to the
I
synopsis?
finish up
here?
my summaries before you
Yes,
get into it?
absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I'll do it quick.
Go ahead.
First
The floor is
aired-
yours, Phenom. It's your time to shine.
First aired on May 17th, 1993 to 18.9 million viewers. Disney Plus says Blossom decides to live with her mother in Paris. IMDb says Blossom ponders leaving life in California behind and moving to Paris to live her mother for an extended period. They forgot a word, but it's okay. She is not sure how to break the news to Nick, Vinny, and Six. TVDB says, upset over her breakup with Vinny, Blossom longs to visit her mother in Paris. She gets her wish at the beginning of the next season. Spoilers.
What? Why would they?
I don't know.
It says that?
It says that on TVDB.
Wow. Okay.
TVTV just sticking it to the fans. Amazing.
Uh,
They don't
all right,
give a
cool.
crap. What a bizarre.
Nice. Would you say that they don't give a hooping funt? No.
If there's one thing I didn't like about this episode, it was that, and I refused to
hooping fun?
track it.
Oh, all right. Well then, yes, I didn't track it either.
No, I'm
Backspace,
excited.
Backspace, 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 backspace.
I was like, if I know Sal, that is his comedy. That's where comedy lives for Sal Accardo. So he's gonna run
All
with that.
right.
I won't have to. I'm surprised you didn't have a Whooping Funt T-shirt by now.
I thought about it.
Get
but
the
I ran out of
press.
time. I ran
All
out of
good.
time. Get the press out.
Yeah, I don't even know where we are right now with this. Okay, so we did the intro. All right. There's been a lot. There's been a lot happening since we hit record 10 minutes ago. How long have we been going?
Right.
15.
15.
Ooh,
Very
okay.
little
All right, let's
Blossom
get into it.
related. I
Yeah.
did. All right. Can I just say, last week when we were dealing with bulimia, I thought we were going to have like a well-written, hard-hitting episode, and we did not. And then this dumb one named Paris. This is probably the most invested I've ever been in this show and the characters after this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I feel like you don't agree, and that's great. This is going to be a great episode.
I don't disagree, but I feel like it didn't have as much of an impact on me.
Interesting. Okay, let's get into it. This is good. This is good. All right.
Take it away, Curtis. This is all you.
No cold open.
No.
Right into the intro. It asks if I want to skip it, and
I do not.
it's never not funny.
Excellent.
Love it. Phenom made us wait for it this week too.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh.
He had his feet up on the desk and was like,
Maybe.
He's going through the deep lineage of the Rio bloodline.
I am
How
still
many
looking
are
up
there?
David Rio. You got me.
Nice. Oh, that's amazing.
There's a picture of them all around the table, and Don is just like got his finger in the air like Roman Reigns.
The bloodline.
Yeah, there's just Rios as far as the eye could see. I gotta start doing that again. For whatever reason, I think I mentioned this before. In all the like last Disney trip pictures they take of you on the rides, that was my thing. I was always putting one finger in the air for some reason, and I never did it
Acknowledging your
again.
Tribal chief.
Yeah, and I never did it again. Okay,
All right.
right out of the gates, Blossom wants to live with her mom. Just like, no around. We're into this. David Rio has 22 minutes, and this is his chance. This is his chance to show mom
He is not playing around.
he knows his stuff, that he's not just Don Rio's little brother, that he can write. So he writes up a tornado here. Blossom. And I'm like, right away, I'm like, how have we not done this storyline in 3 seasons? Good for them. Were they saving it? Was there some forethought? Were they like, let's hold on to this, she wants to go live with her mom thing for the 4th season? It blows my mind that suddenly, like, we're dialed back in to what Blossom was originally supposed to be out of nowhere. Like, just suddenly we're back into Blossom has no relationship with her mom. She's got no girls in the house. She doesn't really know what she should be doing with her life right now. She's feeling lost. I'm like, oh my God, we're like a sitcom again for teenage girls. Just like, bang. Someone grabbed by the back of the head and smacked my head into the coffee table. We're back.
I will say, it is something that, like, I feel needs to be addressed further in the show that they haven't really done. Because, like, the last episode we got was, like, the one where they were writing letters back and forth or whatever. And that was the first time in, like, what felt like a year that we had even heard about the mother.
Yeah.
So
And we
they're
know
finally getting back to basics here.
We know the mother lights those letters on fire and uses them to light her really long French cigarettes.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. And I love how that comes up constantly in this.
Yeah.
So anyway, we pay homage to how season 3 started, where we have all these possible scenarios. Remember, season 3 started with her and Vinny in the hotel, and it was exactly like this, where it was like she comes home with different possible scenarios of discussion with Nick.
Right. Yeah. But she's like sitting in the windowsill of her room talking
like her
to
mom.
herself.
And that was the last time we saw her mom. Her mom went and sat in the windowsill, like.
Oh yeah.
Like,
all right. Wow. Man, you really looked into this.
What's the word of the week? What would you call a shot, Phenom, of like blowing leaves in fall?
Cliche.
Cliche. Thank you. Sorry. Side note: I was working a mobile, Sal, and I got the greatest shot ever. I put my camera down on the ground. This was last Saturday, and there were leaves blowing by the lens, and in the background, the players were just out of focus, warming up. And I was so proud of it. And then they didn't record it because I don't know, I was out of range or something.
Bummer.
But anyway, I was walking back to the car with Eric Steiner after the shift was over. And I said, Eric, I had like one of the greatest.
Shout out to Stein.
I had one of the greatest shots I've ever had in my life. It was beautiful. It was a thing of art. And he goes, yeah, this one guy that was working at the front, who was like the assistant director, he goes, well, there's a cliche shot. He's on the list.
Yeah.
What
Take a hike, buddy. Get the hell out of here.
It's been 8 days and it still bugs me. Like, I'm still thinking about I can't get past
I
him,
hate
Sal.
this guy.
I can't get past him.
I hate him.
Right?
Who is he? I need names.
Oh, I can name him. He's don't you worry, Sal. Plans are in
All right.
motion. He'll never work in this city again.
You'll never work in this city, see?
He's on my list. What do you call someone who has to just destroy someone else's joy for no reason? Not cliche. It was art. Oh my God.
Yeah.
God was talking through me, through my camera.
God was in the lens that day.
Right?
So this is where we get Hooping Funt because Nick. I gotta spin it back because
Just go. I'm spiraling.
You're just cranking out the sausage. You're just
this
cranking out the sausages.
This feels like when we would do audio only, and I would be 4 drinks deep before we even hit record, and I'm completely stone cold sober. Like this feels like the audio only show.
All right.
Where's what's his face from the Aerosmith video? We talk about him again.
What's
Steven
his
Dorff?
face? Steven Dorff.
The Dorff.
Oh my God. You forgot his name? It's happened after all this time.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
The
You were
Dorff.
really on a Steven Dorff phase when we first started.
Steven
this
Dorff
thing.
was so 2002. Or no,
Whoa.
2022. 2021. I don't know.
You
He's
all right
still
today, man?
awesome. He's still what?
You all right today?
No, I'm what is it? Stimming?
I don't know. You're forgetting words all over the place. I'm
I've
kinda
just
worried
got
about it.
I've got too much going into my brain at once. It's been a long
All
week.
right. Well, why don't we
long.
take it back to the episode here because we're already like almost a half hour in here. It feels like, and we're still in the first scene. I'm
This
sorry.
is me
I'm
giving you
sorry.
the Dorff.
All right. Yeah. So this is where we get Hooping Funt for the first time because that's what Nick tells her when doesn't care if she goes to Paris or not.
For the
then,
record,
yeah,
Phenom is giggling his ass off
I
about
giggle every
that.
time you say whooping font because I can't even imagine what the context for it is.
See?
Just watch the episode and you'll find out.
I'm like that guy from South Park right now with YouTube being like, "Fonts are not sophisticated humor." Who's that guy? Terrence and Phillips' friend.
Oh, yeah.
Philip.
That one I forget.
No, Phil. Yeah, I was like, come on,
I
guys,
don't
that's
remember.
not very
Scott?
nice.
Was his name Scott?
Your face looks like someone tried to put out a forest fire with a screwdriver. Oh, it's not very
Yeah.
nice, guys.
Yeah, wasn't his name Scott?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
I promise I won't interrupt anymore. Just keep going.
So yeah, she's going through all the scenarios of telling Nick that she's thinking of moving to Paris. Six walks into her room and she's surprised with the news. She says "wow" about half a dozen times here. Did you notice that?
Yep.
It's like she was Owen Wilson or something. You know? Just
Fighting the
wow.
urge to go on a
Wow.
Not. I have no comment. I have no comment that will
Okay.
derail this for another 2 minutes.
But Six is actually being the voice of reason here because she's like, why would you want to move in with your mother anyways? Like she abandoned you and she doesn't write you and she doesn't care about you.
And she
So,
bailed
like,
on you.
Yeah. So like, why do you want to do this? And Six, it comes up throughout the episode, like Six being the voice of reason in this entire scenario. But
Well, and it's just
yeah.
weird off the top because she's like, "So your mom invited you to live with her?" And she's like, "Well, not really." And she's like, "Does your
Yeah.
mom even know you're coming?" It's weird, and I'm glad she's calling out how weird it is because normally they just go on these 1 episode, 22-minute adventures, and it's never talked about again. But you feel like this is actually going to be a thing that goes past this episode because just the way Six is reacting to it, not just like, "All right, have fun, see you later." It's like, yeah, your
Yeah.
mom's kind of a bitch. Like, why do you want to go live with her? And also, she's in it
Yeah.
for selfish reasons too. She doesn't want her best friend to move away. So,
Right.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So Joey's in the kitchen rooting through a box of cereal looking for the toy. Blossom, in so many words, calls him an idiot. And then Joey says she needs a desperate guy to have sex with her. And this is where she says hooping funt again.
Before that, I was very proud of this, okay?
Sure.
He's trying to get the prize out of the bottom of the cereal box. And Blossom says, why don't you just turn it upside down and open it? And I said, oh, Blossom, it doesn't work like that. It'll always go to the bottom of the cereal box because of density. And I'm proud of that because I learned that in grade 9 science before I failed the class. But I'll always remember the density bottom of the cereal box prize thing. I was like, that's really interesting. This is going to be a real good class. Nope, it wasn't.
So let me get this straight. You can't remember the word cliche, but
I've just been so mad about that.
Yeah. All right.
Well, because then in my head, because we had to work again together yesterday, and then I was doing all these shots, and I didn't want to use cliche, so I was like, "Is this trite?" If I follow the play, is it trite?
Yeah.
Is it self-referential? I'm nothing if not petty.
Don't I know it?
Right. I'm speaking to the wrong two people here.
Yeah, so she tells Joey her plan, and they're talking about it back and forth. She asks Joey what he thinks of the mom. Joey hates the mom. That's huge. He hates her.
Yeah.
But like, fair. Yeah.
Before Joey tells his sister that she needs a desperate guy to have sex with her, she tells Joey, what was the line? I listened to it twice and I still didn't understand. She goes, "There's no pee in your whistle." Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was like, what? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm like, are these two going to start making out? Like, this is really very weird.
Oh, that comes back later.
Okay. I was like, who talks to their sister like that?
Yeah.
Just eat my cereal. You need to get railed, Deb. Like, right? Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. But it makes sense now. This is like Rio's little brother, like outwriting his, like he's laying down the law with these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, she asks him about mom, and he's like, "I hate her guts," and it's totally believable how he says that. And she's like, "But like you guys talk and have a relationship because, well, I don't want to tell her off completely because if she gets rich, I want to cut, and that is like I feel that in my bones." There's definitely family members hovering around that fall into that category for me.
Like, moving on.
Yeah. They know who they are.
We get too many cooks living room. Tony's on the phone saying thank you 1,000,000 times until the other person hangs up, and it's his plan to get rid of telemarketers, which I'm totally going to steal. I'm just going to keep doing that next time. Blossom tells Tony her plan, and then Tony mentions that Nick realizes that something's up with her because she's like talking to the mom a lot more. Yeah, Tony's all right with her going to visit the mom until he finds out it's a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
I
wrote that Anthony's on the phone, so I said he's either ordering drugs or fighting with Rhonda Joe, but it's neither.
Yeah.
And then she brings up mom, and she says, "Anthony, I don't know if I miss her or the idea of her." That's good stuff.
This is getting deep, man.
It's a good episode.
Getting into the real feelings. Yeah. Okay. I'm on board.
Yeah. She's been sent a one-way ticket, and she's like, "I haven't been right since Vinny and I broke up." And I said, "Yeah, but are you broken up? Because you weren't broken up a couple episodes ago. He was back, and then he wasn't. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep going."
And he's still kind of back here. It's weird. So, but yeah, next scene is like
this made sense though because this has been hanging in the air.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they just
agree.
played that one completely out of order, but remember there was that episode where he was back.
Yeah. It was 2 episodes ago, and yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's nighttime. Blossom can't sleep. There's some like nighttime jazz music playing, and Vinny's throwing rocks at her window. So
She
she
gets
comes
up
down
in
to the
her. Well, first of all, she gets out of
kimono.
bed in her Hugh Hefner pajamas.
Yeah, like she's wearing like a kimono.
It's
Like
gold.
yeah.
It's like something
Um,
Viscera would have worn in 2010.
Totally. Big Daddy V.
Shout out. Rest
yeah.
in peace.
Yeah. So yeah, Vinny's at the door. She comes out to talk to them. And she's now claiming that Vinny cheated on her and that's why they broke up. But I'm pretty sure that's not the reason why they broke
No,
up.
that wasn't why they broke up
Six
at all.
planted all those bombs about how different people they were. But like the consistency is all over the place.
And then we have
Yeah.
this wonderful where they're fighting in the front door, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I need you to be more upset about this. And he's like, Blossom, are you serious? I spend every night alone in my room, whacking myself with a baseball bat. I'm like, all right. Rio grabbed the pen for a few seconds.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
pushing his brother away writing. He's like, no. I was like,
Out of the way, little bro. I got some dialogue we need to put in here.
No, you can't put that in. That's so stupid. And Rio's like, the audience loves that. I'm like, no. Then Mom
Yeah.
had to separate him.
So yeah.
Because I like
Vinny
to think
can't
they're writing this on the floor, like on their tummies, kicking their legs in the air with crayon.
Yeah, totally.
No, give it
Yeah.
back. And they're pulling the sheets back and forth as they write this episode of Blossom.
Oh God. Yeah. So Vinny's still in love with Blossom. She decides she just like she totally shuts him down here. He gives her his jacket before she goes back inside, which I thought was weird. He like drapes his jacket over her shoulders.
I totally
Then,
missed
like,
that.
Yeah, and then like walks away. It was weird.
But he has his jacket again later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
don't know.
totally missed that. I must have been writing.
Yeah. So we get Carell draw on Blossom and Six. And now Six wants her and Vinny back together.
In the weirdest way again.
Yeah.
Because Blossom's like, yeah, we had this moment, and like, I don't know, like, Vinny's the wild card now, because like, if we get back together, then I'd stay, and I wouldn't go. And she goes, how did he look? Is he still hot? Because if he's
Yeah.
hot, you should jump on him.
Yeah. It was
Read
odd.
the room, Six.
Yeah. So yeah, Blossom still hasn't talked to Nick. She's letting Six know that. Everybody will be happy if Nick says that she can't go, except for Blossom. Six says, why don't you just go see the Eiffel Tower and step in some dog dew? Which, like, all right.
That's kind of funny. Because they
yeah,
don't
and then
clean up
Six-
after the dogs out there.
Yeah. And then Six basically says, like, what about me? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we're best friends. You're just going to walk away.
Wasn't there a wrestler that used to say, what about me? What about
Nah.
me? What about? No. Maybe I'm making
I
that
have
up.
no idea. Okay.
I will say, for an episode where there's a lot of really good acting going on, I thought Joey's always awesome. Anthony was really well. This is not Six and Blossom's best scene.
Right.
For some reason, I wasn't feeling it with Jenna Von Oy this week. But we'll get to some acting awards later.
Okay.
Because one of
I
these,
know what you're talking about.
one of them rocked my world this week, Sal. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Six calls Blossom selfish and is like calling
Yeah.
her out on her shit again.
And she's like, why do you even want to go stay with a woman who clearly doesn't want you? Like, why are you even considering it? Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. She finished hot. Okay.
Yeah.
She
She's
stuck
not
the
wrong.
landing at that. Yeah,
She's not
absolutely.
wrong.
And like,
Yeah.
I agree with everyone so far. Like, why would you want to go? Like, her.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
So moving on, Blossom and Vinny are at makeout points sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny tries putting the moves on Blossom and she's like not having it. Yeah, like,
Because that character's still consistently inconsistent.
well, he's still, yeah.
Wasn't the whole
this
thing is that he never puts the moves. It doesn't matter. This episode is going so well. Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, but now even Vinny is like, why do you want to go? She left you.
Yeah.
You know? And then Blossom does this like, well, I'm thinking about maybe, like, if maybe we get back together, then maybe I wouldn't go, but I'm probably still going to go. And he's just like, God, girl, And he finally
Yeah.
lays down the law. He's like, I'm waiting for you to figure this out, but let me know, because if you're gonna go, I'm gonna cut and move on. And I don't know if she was ready for that, but I was like, holy crap, Vinny with redeeming qualities this episode.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone's calling her out. I don't know. I thought that was good.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Agreed.
Speak your mind. It's very rare that we praise Vinny. So if you have thoughts, go for it. You could probably easily change my mind.
No, I actually don't. I felt like this scenario was very realistic, and it just seems like Blossom's just, ready to go. She doesn't care about her friends, her family, anything. She's just it to me. It just seemed like this whole scenario came out of the blue. But as I said, they haven't mentioned the mother in a year anyway, so it's whatever. They had to. You're right. They had to come to the storyline at some point.
And they had to come to the storyline. I feel like they're actually doing it justice and treating it with some heaviness that,
right.
Last week's bulimia episode was not was not given. So
No.
I don't know. This episode's sticking out. I'm like, this feels like a season finale. They're tying up a lot of loose ends, or at least acknowledging loose ends again. And
Right.
I love that no one's cool with it.
Yeah. And this is the next scene. I actually thought this was the heaviest scene of the episode, is where she comes home and Nick's there and he immediately knows something's up. And did you notice just the overall vibe of the crowd, and it was dead silent throughout this entire scene. There was no reaction to anything. And it was, I don't know, it was pretty effective for this part, I thought.
So dad saw the mail, Nick saw the mail, and he's like, I get it. It's spring break.
Yeah.
She mailed you a plane ticket. Yeah, go for the week. And then it hangs in the air, and he looks down, and he looks back up at her and realizes there's more to it, and he's like, uh-oh, let's hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just setting the stage.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she lets him know that she might not ever want to come back. And this is the thing where I feel like the Nick character is all wishy-washy, where he's either gonna freak out unbelievably over this, or just be completely okay with it. But he kind of plays it disappointed and down the middle. But he starts calling her out on her bullshit, and is just I know that this is going to be longer. What are you going to do? You're going to move schools. You're going to, you're in the halfway through a school year. You're just going to up and leave and whatever. But the whole crowd is silent as he gets up and walks across the kitchen and is pacing. And in the end, he just tells her to go. He's like, if you want to go, then go. I'm not going to stop you.
This feels like old times between these two characters that we haven't had in a while. We've talked in the past about how when there's actually something serious with weight, these two have a really good dynamic, and I think this is their best work.
Wow.
Is it Ted Weiss? Ted Wass, third option.
Yeah.
I noted here, said, what a shame that this man cannot do comedy, because God, he nails these serious parts. I thought he was so good in this part. I was blown away by his acting, because usually he's goofy and they won't possibly give him 2 or 3 serious lines without dropping in some stupid pun that takes you out of it. But he nailed this serious part. And then what did take me out, though, was I suddenly realized Blossom was wearing Vanilla Ice's jacket. Did you see that? It was red and white and blue. It was almost like a Canadian flag. Maybe it's Kid Rock's jacket. I don't know. But so that ends, and then we get a graphic that says 1 month later, Sal.
Yeah. She's packing for France in her room with 3 rolls of toilet paper in there. They don't have toilet paper in France. I don't understand this at all.
Take that, France.
Yeah.
That wasn't by accident.
Yeah. So yeah, Six, they're having a conversation about it, and she starts crying. It's real heavy. She hugs Blossom and has to leave because she's crying so hard.
Not before they take a parting shot at Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
She's like, this reminds me of when Donna and Brenda left, and then Dylan and Kelly had an affair or something.
Yeah.
And we hear the audience laugh for what feels like the first time in a long time at that line. And then, it gets super heavy. She says goodbye and cries and runs out of the room. And I said, this is a great episode, Sal.
Right. Yeah, so downstairs, it's her moment with Tony, and he asks if she has her tickets, her passport, and her rude American attitude. And yeah, she's talking about how Nick's like really mad at her about this whole situation, and Tony's kind of understanding. He's just like, I hope you get everything you want out of this experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of like walks away, and she's trying to talk to him as he's leaving, but like he's like already like bailed up the stairs. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of effective here, and she's like pretty upset about it.
For whatever reason, and again, I don't know why I was suddenly like legitimately invested in these characters. Sal was like, I hope Vinny intercepts him at the airport, and like that's the moment where
Right.
where
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
I don't know why.
End of season 3, rooting for Vinny.
I know, but
Where have we gone with this show, man?
I hate the mother character so much, and I'll get to this later.
Yeah.
But like like someone has to stop this because the mother character sucks, and if it has to be Vinny, it has to be Vinny. If I could
Fair
compare it to some, you know my feelings on CM Punk, right? I've never been a fan. We take it back to wrestling, but he's my favorite person right now because he left in 2014 and he looked Triple H in the eye and was like, "I'm gonna come back one day when you have to pay me like the most money in the company for like limited dates." And then he disappeared for 10 years, and then he came back 10 years later for crazy money and very limited dates. So it's like I don't like CM Punk, but I hate Triple H so much that CM Punk coming and like getting one over on Triple H makes me like CM Punk. So here it's like I hate Vinny, but I hate the mom even more. So if Vinny's the guy that screws over the mom, so be it. I'll cheer Vinny in this scenario because I don't want mom to get her relationship. I don't want mom to have a relationship with Blossom because she doesn't deserve it. She screwed off to live the life she wanted, leaving behind 3 kids, which is how this show started and how this show is supposed to be. So I feel like, I know she's obviously not, this isn't going to be a long-term thing. We know that. But, I keep forgetting this was the season finale. So obviously in the one IMDb or whatever ruined it, where we're going to Paris for the first few episodes of season 4, I'm guessing, right? But again, just all over the place with this. And this also reminded me of one bit we didn't do back on Strip Down, back even when you were there. When Laura was leaving, I wanted to shoot this funny thing where Laura left and I was all grumpy about it. And then like you or Jay would be like, "Man, you got to go tell her how you feel." And then there'd be a montage of me like taking a cab to the airport and running through the terminal. And then she'd just be getting on the plane and I'd be like, "Laura!" And she'd turn around and I'd go, and then walk away. We didn't get to film.
At least she didn't get killed off.
Right. Okay, where are we? We're all over the place again. Again, this feels like the audio only. Anthony, before Anthony says goodbye, he goes, "I love this," and I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but he goes, "Buy me a beret," and I think he mean beret.
Did he say beret?
He said beret, and she never corrected them.
That's funny. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, idiot.
So now it's Joey's turn for his goodbye. There was a joke about something like, "Here's your coat, lady."
This is great too, because this is exactly how these 2 characters would say goodbye.
Right.
Joey kind of deflects. She's like, "I'm gonna miss you," and he goes, "I don't blame you."
Yeah. Yeah, and then he runs up the stairs too, and Blossom's like crying. And then it's her airport moment with Nick. Nick's waiting with her at the airport until she gets on the plane. It doesn't seem like they're ending on a good note, but like they're hugging at the airport, saying their goodbye. And then I stopped taking my notes after this part. I stopped taking notes, man. There's a weird kiss on the lips between Nick and Blossom.
I completely missed that. Are you serious?
You didn't see
that?
I
didn't see that. I must have been taking notes because I was in it at this point.
I mean, there's a whole thing of like, I know it's like a whole thing online of like, should you, kiss your kids on the lips or whatever. And it's like, it's not something that I practice.
No.
Ever.
No.
But like, especially when she's like 17 and you're Nick, it was weird, man.
I missed that. Wow. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. I could see why you're a little cold on this episode. That's weird. And I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah.
When I was watching this, I actually didn't really have the ability to keep pressing pause. I was just kind of going. I was under a time crunch, and I was kind of. I didn't really give it as much attention second per second as I sometimes do. So I completely missed Nick forgetting where he was and putting the moves on his
All right, well,
daughter.
we'll put a screenshot of that up.
All right.
As weird as it is.
Here's me reacting to it for the first time. No, other way.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
That's the thumbnail for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I wrote again. I said, this is honestly how I thought every show was going to feel when we started this journey like 5 years ago. Yeah. And then also before they left, Joey goes, say hi to mom for me, which I thought, I was like, is that negative? Is that, what tone am I supposed to absorb that with now that I know he actually secretly hates her?
Right.
Okay, so I missed them macking on each other in the airport. But as they hug, before they put their tongues in each other's mouth, apparently, she goes, you sure you're okay with this? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, okay, can you like make me believe that? And he says, well, I'm not okay with it. And he says, but go spend some time with your ass mother and, report back. And I said, this is Ted, what's his last name?
Wass.
Ted Wass's best episode. Hands down, not even close. I said, I know we don't do the acting award anymore, and I know he's never won, but he deserves all the flowers for this episode. I thought he was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay. I accept that.
Yeah.
Totally. Yep.
She's walking to the gate, and what happens, Sal? There's one more. It's Agnes.
Agnes is back.
Agnes is back. Bet you thought I was dead.
Where's Buzz in all this? Man, you're going to France.
Man.
Bring me back some old French whores, huh?
Man, you see the cans on some of them French chicks? Mwah! Mwah!
Yeah, so it's Vinny. And I like this part. I was just like, are they together? Are they not together? It's like, it's very odd. But did you notice when the camera panned over to the reveal of Vinny, it was like some guy was just sitting on a chair in the foreground, like dead center of the frame. And I was like, wait, who's this guy?
I did notice that. I actually thought that he might like come up after and be like, what you two have, you shouldn't ever let go. Like just some bystander, some wise old bystander who has some thoughts about their relationship. But he was just some actor.
It was just an extra getting his.
It was it was 1993. Jordan Bizdell and Ann Perry just spiking the camera, getting background work.
Well,
I said this might be the saddest episode I've ever seen of the show as well. I don't know why I was feeling it so much. I was embarrassingly dialed into this episode, Sal. I don't know
this
what
one
to
really
tell
hit you in the feels.
It did.
Yeah. But not before we get one more. Vinny saying, I don't give a hooping funt.
There's some shoulder laughter coming from inside the booth.
Excellent.
I was putting my hands on my belly to like really exaggerate it, but I don't know if you caught that.
Their humor lives.
Yeah. So Blossom gets on the plane. We get a very special episode music. And to be continued, Curtis.
I was expecting way more of back and forth between these two. But he was like, yeah, I guess I'll see you later. And she's like, all right, bye. And she got on the plane.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Weird background guy, do something. Oh my God.
Yeah. Stand up, man. Stand up.
Oh my, yeah. And then all of a sudden to be continued. And I just wrote, damn, son. Like, what's that Grinch line? Like, everything happened, but it came anyway. That was kind of how this ending to this felt.
Yeah. I feel like season 2 ended on a cliffhanger as well, though. So
yeah,
this might be the format of the show.
Yeah,
that's where she ran away from home.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and rightfully so.
Yeah. But I kind of stopped caring about this episode after that fucking weird kiss on the lips.
Yeah, I may have gone in a completely different direction had I seen that. I think I heard it, but yeah, I was taking notes.
All right. So yeah, maybe this brings us to our new segment of the show.
All right.
Overall in this episode.
Well, I
Is
do
it
have a lesson.
Whoa!
Oh,
or
God.
Is it
This is like 10 woes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a 3-woer for me.
wow. All right.
Love
Okay.
this episode.
Again, I'll lean somewhere towards a whoa for sure.
I do not know if this episode would have been this impactful if they didn't drag their feet for like 18 of the 26 episodes of the season, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think I may just completely be grading on a curve at this point where
Okay.
they have given us so much crap. When they finally actually do dial in to the characters and the overall arcing story, I'm so excited when they do it justice.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I love this episode. I thought this was one of their best. But again, it came
Nice.
It came
Nice.
from quantity over quality, if that makes sense.
Right.
If this
Yeah,
was
that
like
makes sense.
episode 6 on season 1, it wouldn't have been good. But the fact that they
Yeah.
actually like took their time for better for worse before paying this off, I enjoyed. I full marks. Okay, so this is a
All
woe
right.
episode. I do have a lesson though. I said
Let's get to it.
family is weird. Family can treat you so horribly, and there will always be that part of you that is eager to forgive, and it's a fascinating dynamic, like genetics, right? I have no idea why Blossom would want to go live with her mom, other than she's feeling stuck, and they did a great job of portraying that and getting that message across. They wrote Nick so perfectly in this episode. He knocked it out of the park, the actor, because here's the thing about family and your kids and parenting. He knows it's going to fail. So as a parent, he's like, do I tell her no? Do I put up with her being grumpy and pushing this for the next like 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year? Or do I just say go and she can go experience how horrible this woman is herself, and she'll come back and things
Right.
might actually be better because it's out of her system. And
Right.
kudos to Blossom for pulling that aspect off.
Yeah. I agree.
wonderfully.
That was yeah.
I mean, you don't need to make up with
That's
your
what I
daughter.
got. That's what I got from Nick being like, "Go," because like he knows that she'll be back, and it's gonna be a lesson for her.
Yeah. And
You
no
know.
spoilers, but like I can't see it going down any other way than that. Than
Right.
Blossom going out there and first, because it's like a 4-episode season kickoff,
Yeah.
which we're still
Yeah.
figuring out how we're gonna do. But you know, well, actually you don't know because it's Blossom. But I would imagine episode 1, everything's great. Maybe at the beginning of episode 2, she sees a couple cracks. Episode 3, they're gonna be back and forth. In episode 4, she's gonna finally realize her mom sucks and's a flake.
Yeah.
And has no redeeming qualities and does whatever she wants and is narcissistic, and she'll be back. And they'll have that moment
Well,
where
we'll
she
find
runs
out.
in and has that group hug. And then Buzz will be like, let me get in on some of that airport action there, Blossom. Nah.
You might be right. I mean, I'm excited to find out. But no Pit this week.
No
And then I
pit.
just had burning questions here for season 4. But my only real one is this curtains for Rhonda and Buzz? Will we see them again on the show?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Now that you have Disney Plus, you get that screensaver, right?
Yeah,
Are they on
Yeah.
that?
they're not on that.
They're
And
not.
I like, for some reason this morning when I was last minute crunching these episodes,
Okay.
I
Opposed to me last night crunching these episodes.
I fully like took a second to like look at what was going on and like, who's this little girl with Joey?
Yeah. No, there's a little girl with Joey. There's some African American woman with Anthony, I
Yeah.
think. And then there's
When
some
did they come
other
in?
girl. There's like their Aunt Becky.
Yeah. When do all these characters come in? I mean,
Well,
I'm
we
dying
still have
to
2
know.
seasons. But
Well,
it's very
that's true.
it's very weird that that's the thumbnail they would use instead of like, because I can't imagine the show gets better. No offense. Like sitcoms, they
Yeah.
peak around season 3, let's be honest. The majority
Yeah.
of sitcoms, like 3 is when they find their footing, and then 4, 5, 6, it starts getting worse till they pull the plug for the long running ones. So
Right.
I find it fascinating that Buzz and Rhonda Joe aren't in the thumbnail, and whoever these new characters are, because I don't. The fact that I don't, not that I knew who Rhonda Joe and Buzz were before we watched. I only knew, like Joey and Six, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The fact that Disney Plus thinks those are the golden years that they want to remind people of is telling. We'll see.
For the record,
Sure.
I'm looking at this shot of all the characters, and the girl that you said you didn't know has some words on her shirt, and it's kind of being cut off by her coat, but I'm pretty sure it's French. Maybe we will see her
Ah.
in France.
Maybe she has a sister that she takes back. Holy cow. Kidnaps the
Well,
sister.
Again, many burning questions for season 4, but
It's exciting. It's exciting times.
exciting stuff.
I do
I got-
again. Full disclosure. I don't think I've ever finished an episode going. I can't wait to see what happens in the entire run of
Nice.
this podcast, and I feel that way
Nice.
now. I would have. Could you imagine how mind blowing it would have been if the Pit character was Vinny after this episode? Like that was how
Wow.
that was how the character ended. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, true.
I feel like Rhonda Joe has to be back, or else she would have been in the pit. Would you have tracked that? Maybe not.
I didn't track that.
Mm.
Why don't we just wait till season 4 and find out? Let's
Sounds
do
good.
that.
What a waste, though, if Rhonda Joe doesn't get like a send off somehow.
Yeah, agreed.
Huh.
But we'll see. So yeah, we're trying to figure out the format of how we're gonna launch season 4 here, and we're working on some stuff. We got some ideas, but fellas, I gotta run out of here. It's been good.
Do you have
Um,
anything to put a bow on this with?
No, not really.
Okay.
I got next week's episode lined up.
Maybe we just freeze
do
frame
it.
with a big to be continued on our end.
Well, I'll say next week is either going to be part 1 of Blossom in Paris, or it's going to be all 4 parts of Blossom in Paris, depending on, I don't know, how much work we want to do in the next week. All right, do your freeze frame.
Okay. Is that enough?
Sure.
All right.
All right, I'll